Hello.
Hi Declan, how are you doing today?
Hey, I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good too. Thank you so much for taking part in this. And we can actually directly start with the first question. Would you like to explain a bit more what it means to be an executive producer?
As the executive producer at ID, I work across our digital content with a focus on video, ensuring that we're putting out lots of irreverent and interesting content, and we're being industry leaders in terms of what we're making, whether that's in terms of looking over the production of how we achieve these videos, or whether that's about the creative, about the things that we're talking about. They've always spans across the brand, and it's essentially ensuring that our editor-in-chief's vision is captured in the digital content.
Okay, great. So being in self-isolation, how did this change your daily working routine?
I'm busier than ever now with lots of phone calls. I've got a call scheduled every hour at the moment with different members of the ID team or device network as well. And then production-wise, we sort of pivoted on the first day of working from home to creating a lot of UGC and being able to work with our audience to continue making video content, but working with the videos that they shot to create edits and new and interesting ways to be able to communicate our audience's thoughts and feelings with our audience, and also working together with talent in different ways as well.
What would you say is the biggest challenge for you at the moment, and how do you stay motivated to keep going?
I stay motivated to keep going in the same way that I always do, which is I just care deeply about ID, and I just believe in what we do. So I think that it's important that we keep going at this difficult time. That's how I stay motivated, because I just love what I do and I can't stop doing it. The biggest challenge is communication, and just ensuring that we're all talking, because normally when you sit around a desk with people, you're talking constantly. So at the moment, we're just trying to make sure that we're constantly talking, and it means on average 20-30 phone calls a day, but that's the challenge.
That's a lot, yeah. Do you think the current situation will change the way in which people will interact with creative content in the future?
I think the current situation is going to change. The creative community will respond to that in its own unique way, and also reflect it in its own unique way as well. So inevitably everything is going to change deeply. So I think the way that we communicate, I think the way that we create, I think the way that we will foreseeably just continue with our lives will be different. So any creative work will be reflective of that.
A lot will change when we come out of this. Being in self-isolation can obviously be very, very challenging. And a lot of people are struggling at the moment with their mental health or mental well-being. So what do you personally do to take care of your mental health in this difficult time?
To take care of my own mental health in this difficult time, I just ensure I'm doing regular exercise. So I have a little mat that I do some exercise on every day. And then on top of that, I'm just speaking to people constantly, and whether that's friends or family or work colleagues, and just making sure I'm having a variety of different emotions and conversations throughout the day, and just keeping in touch with people, really.
What advice would you give to your younger self if you would be in this situation and about to graduate from a creative degree?
I feel the same as I do now, I think, really. I just think the most important thing is to stay safe, to stay at home, and then in terms of my own creative work is just to continue doing what you believe in.
Well, like, a bit different, because for someone who maybe has to go out usually and do things outside, like creatively, collaboratively, it could be obviously hard at the moment, because we have to all be like in our home. So like, yeah, we all have to find ways how to do things differently at the moment.
Totally, yeah, and I think that I think you can still execute your vision. I just think you've got to be creative in how you do that. The limitations that are in place are almost bigger than any creativity that I want to do. So I think that you have to just first of all be respectful of what's going on, and then work within those parameters to be able to create something which you feel is representative of what you want to say.
Yeah, that's true. So now we're coming to a fun question. With all the time we have at the moment, a lot of us are starting to do things we never did before. Have you developed any weird or fun traits which you would like to share?
Well, I've been isolating completely on my own for over 3 weeks now in my flat, totally solo. So I haven't really been influenced by anyone else. I mean, the main trait I've picked up is pacing, sort of pacing up and down, but that's just making sure that I'm doing exercise. I think as well, like a trait that I've sort of been developing is has actually been working really hard independently, and that's something that that self-motivation to be able to do work from home and be able to not have to be in an office environment to be able to work has been a trait that I've picked up and I've been developing a lot. Is like self-discipline at home, really, and just being like, these are the times for hours, this is the time for watching telly, this is the time for video gaming or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? And like sort of being quite regimented within those things within my own home.
Are you trying to like even give yourself like a routine? Okay, I have to wake up at this time, I have to get out of my pajamas and like basically get ready, or are you just like working very comfortably from home?
Oh no, I've got quite a strict routine. Like I'm getting up every morning at a certain time and I'm doing 45 minutes of exercise, and I have my breakfast, and then I get ready for work, and then between the work hours I'm just working, and I take an hour for lunch.
Okay, yeah, so like this probably would help you a lot to like just keep your routine and keep focused and working. Yeah, so this is already the last question now. What do you think are the positive aspects and things we can learn from the situation, maybe even use in the future for the better?
I think at ID we're making a lot of UGC at the moment, a lot of content that's coming from the audience, and I think that like we're all actually really enjoying that. And I think that we're reflecting on it as really positive work. And I think that going forward we'll be doing a lot more of that. Embracing the creativity of the audience will be a thing that we'll be doing a lot more in the future.
Okay, thank you so much. This was already the end of all the questions. It was very interesting to hear your perspective, because obviously you work for such a great publication. It's obviously interesting to see how you're dealing with this situation in this time and what you're doing.
ID, we're just staying positive, we're just keeping going, we're doing what we can, we're working really hard. Hopefully we can be a joyful outlet for some people during this very difficult time.